It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Down! 185! Mike. You. Check.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Now! 50! 180! Hey, we're good! 280!
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Get him.
Shotgun now for Carr. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have...
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And really, they're pretty fortunate right now to only be down 3-0 following 2 turnovers. They've got it now 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We're good, we're good. You ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, he completes it to Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, you wide 88. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 38.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Nelson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They run it with Jacobs, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Down. 44, Mike. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280. 29. 29.
Carr now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Argo on, 80. 52. Come on. 57. Here we go. Here we go. Switch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Here we go, finish. Okay.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Watch the safety creep. Yellow.
They go back to the ground with Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yellow. Come on, 80. Come on. Check.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Check, check. Lucky. Attack. Shoot, fellas, let's go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On third and long, it's Carr. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So the directional kicking, problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play.
Mahomes now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Watch the twist.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Exit.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They start the second half here with Williams. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Be dead.
43.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now a give, right side. Akers, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Fight on these two. Let's go on, 80!
Again, it's Williams. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
65. Check 3.
Yellow. Attack!
Now Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You got nothing in there.
From the gun, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You can't block me.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what...
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Ridley.
Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in the East Bay as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Back now in the East Bay as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Throwing now is Carr. At this stage, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Williams. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On second down now, Akers. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Big dad. Come.
They run the counter. Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go again.
To throw again. Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
There we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on 1st down. Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far.
Let's go,
take
baby.
over
Let's
first
go.
and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Third down and 14.
The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, 4th down upcoming.
It's 4th down.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. I don't think you got it, son.
'93.
Check 26.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And we've just seen a late lead change there. 49ers in front. A win would be their first of the young season. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.